If you're asking my personal opinion to keep Cameroon one must be divisible. Because it's a cliche that Cameroon is one and indivisible, because it's not true. Culturally, we are divisible. Language-wise, we are divisible. The law-wise, we have inherited that. So anybody who says Cameroon is one and indivisible is a fallacy. And so we would have to handle that issue very squarely and objectively. And that's what I call the truth. The truth must prevail. There is no doubt that there are people of both sides, that cherish their heritage. And the only way of keeping Cameroon together is to respect the respective heritages that we do have. If you're asking my personal opinion to keep Cameroon one must be divisible. Because it's a cliche that Cameroon is one and indivisible, because it's not true. Culturally, we are divisible. Language-wise, we are divisible. The law-wise, we have inherited that. So anybody who says Cameroon is one and indivisible is a fallacy. And so we would have to handle that issue very squarely and objectively. And that's what I call the truth. The truth must prevail. There is no doubt that there are people of both sides, that cherish their heritage. And the only way of keeping Cameroon together is to respect the respective heritages that we do have.
Hello, Ambazonian. Hello, Ambazonian. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening across the globe. Hello? Hello, Ambazonian. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening across the globe. This is Pascal Kiki, doubling also as the spokesperson of the ADF. Today, I've come to address two issues, and I am titling this video, Exposing Some Ambazonian Enemies Hiding in Plain Sight. I've said consistently and for a very long time that the battle for the liberation of Ambazonia is fought both at the battlefront and also psychologically. The importance of putting proper context in events that are happening in this revolution helps to shape our minds, remove any blockage towards the fight for our independence. It is very important that we focus on critical things, have a clear, vision on what we are fighting for. A good deal of this battle has been at the psychological front. And unless we confront it at the psychological level, we will continue to clock the pathway to our liberation. Today, I will touch on something that is very important. The role that social media plays in the liberation of the people or communication cannot be overemphasized. You can win a battle just using the social media. You can win a battle at the psychological front with very limited battle at the actual battlefront. That's why we do everything possible to continue to fight at the psychological level and put context into events that are happening in this revolution. Yeah, two things have caught my attention recently that I want to address. One, we see an agent. I call him the Kondingi agent, who has been for a while, he has been attacking this revolution for a while. The most dangerous enemy that you have is the one that hides in plain sight. When you look very well, Ambazonians, you will see that I call them the Kondingi graduates. There are a couple of people that have been locked up by the Republic of Cameroon, and they have come out charging against the revolution for a very long time. We need to address this angle of our enemies hiding in plain sight. We saw how Agbala was locked up at the onset of this revolution. We fought. I, one, personally contributed funds. We fought at every front for his release. He came out and turned against the revolution. And is an active participant in undermining the Ambazonian revolution. We cannot emphasize on that. Now, there is a second tier of economic graduates that have been active in exposing our fighters to be killed by the terrorist forces, the Agbotakans and the rest. And there is also a media front economic graduates that participated in sowing division, and that's their mission, fighting at the psychological front for the enemy, pretending, wearing our regalia as Ambazonians, carrying our flags, that their messaging has a purpose. To sow division, cast doubt, and attack the very core of this revolution. I would want to play a video that has been circulating and making rounds. I think the ACM has addressed this issue, but I want to throw more light on it. I want to play this video, and the reason for me doing this is because, if we don't have the minds of our people are a little bit fragile. And like I said, the motivating factor for us to continue to fight is our minds. Our determination is being attacked psychologically. And if you don't strengthen people's psyche and put context in some of these things, it will weaken their resolve, and they will give up, and will stay, and the end result is that we'll stay under the claws of the enemy. The psychological battle is real and cannot be underestimated. We have seen a couple of individuals in this revolution that at one point in time we try to neglect, but we cannot. You have to confront your enemy squarely. I would say this: there is a group amongst us. They call themselves Sukamif. That is a cesspool of where those anti-Ambazonian revolutions have been gathered. We've heard audios time and again coming from that group that for Ambazonia to be liberated by the AGOC, they will fight tooth and nail to ensure that it doesn't happen. We better remain oppressed by the Republic of Cameroon. They hide within our midst. They carry the title Southern Cameroons. They carry the title Ambazonia. But when you listen to what they are saying, and they work tirelessly. There are allegations that some members of that group have been paid by the enemy to continue to continue to sow seed of division amongst us. What has that group been contributing in this revolution? Real fight, the real action on the ground, and even at the diplomatic front or community mobilization, all that group has done is continue to sow a seed of division. And the members that are there, a host of them, we have known them throughout this revolution. A couple of them were the ones that attacked the contender force, the contender project. A couple of them sit in there and they are bent. Every move that the AMBA makes, they come out, kill the message, and attack. We know them. It's high time we call them out and let Amazonians know that that bunch of people sitting in that group, their essence is to dampen our efforts in fighting for the liberation of Amazonia. A lot of them have attested, they have said that. But the AMBA to lead the charge for our liberation, they will work for the enemy. They are always one key element in that particular group called Sikot. He says it very openly. There are a lot of them. They work tooth and nail. It's still from that cesspool where people have been jubilating that Dr. Yabacho has been arrested. And those are the people that claim to fighting for the revolution, for the independence of Ambazonian. Every twist and turn that the AMBA on the effort in the liberation of people that AMBA puts in, they come out, they sit and look for ways to distort the message, attack the message. It's from that same group that, our efforts in the United States of America, we have secured a legal firm to fight for the cause of Ambazonian. It's still from that group that the people are attacking that effort. And the question I have to ask Ambazonians is this: what are they doing to free Ambazonia? What is the substance coming out of that group in helping for the liberation of Ambazonia? Except to sow the seed of division. Now, like I said, I rarely talk about groups or people, but I would use this example because there was a video circulating on social media attacking our deputy defense or stating that he is against the liberation tax. I know he has put out a counter, but I want to analyze that counter and I throw more context to it. Like I said in my previous video, the magic bullet in liberating Ambazonia is the liberation tax. It is a compulsory tax. We all rallied around when we talked about citizens' fee levy. There was no questions about that. The liberation tax is a civic duty to all Ambazonians globally. We have to pay our liberation tax to liberate ourselves from the clutches of the enemy. Anyone attacking the liberation tax is a direct agent of the enemy. I did a breakdown yesterday on how we can harness this particular energy, this magic bullet, in freeing ourselves and also using it as a tool that will turbocharge our reconstruction efforts. I did put down a map. I said if 100,000 Ambazonians contribute just 10,000 CFP annually, one-time contribution, we are talking about 1 billion CFP. We assess the temperature of this revolution. On the world front for this past year, we have seen relief. We have seen an increase in materials meant to support or to defend our people and our villages. We have seen a relief on the soldiers front. Less stress, more material to protect and defend our citizens have come in. That is why the enemy is utilizing its tools amongst us to charge, to attack, as they have always done in the past. Every effort that the AGOC put in liberating Ambazonian. This is just one of such. I'll play and I'll throw context to it. Just play it and let it roll out completely. You hear the response from the deputy defense chief, barefoot soldier, and I will talk a little bit about it, and I'll move on to the next topic. Just give me a few minutes. Let me pull it up. I want to pull it up so I can put some context on this. Okay. Okay. So I want to pull up the video so that I can really be able to talk more about, what this agent is doing, how he is twisting people's efforts, how he's twisting it, and the role that he is playing. Just give me a minute, let me pull it up. Because he's been doing this for a while. He'll come and tell, oh, I'm trying to, address the issues from within the revolution. I'm trying to expose situations. Okay, I think I got it now. Just give me a minute, let me. I got it now. Let me pull it up because I need to address this. We've let this slide for a while, and I think it's high time that we talk about it. Okay, you listen to what he has to say, and you see how he tries to manipulate our people. This is what he has been. He is a Carnegie graduate. He came out with a mission, and if you listen to what he has been doing, he's been attacking the psyche of our people for quite a long time. And ask yourself, what has he been saying or doing that contributes positively to this revolution, except sow the seed of division, twist people's languages, to cast doubt in what we are doing? That has been his mission since he came out of Carnegie. He has a rap sheet also. I don't want to dwell into that. I'm talking about the revolution specifically. Since this agent came out of the Cameroon dungeon, he has been doing the bidding for the enemy. He pretends as if he's fighting for you people, but his aim is to attack the mind and dampen their spirit, continue to fight for the liberation of our people. Listen to what he has done And I want to play this completely, then I'll talk more about it.
This video short, they get detailed explanation of some terrible things that have been happening in this struggle. And I'll come back after the video.
You see, he's putting on Ambazonian t-shirt. He is carrying our flag. But if you go back to everything that this guy has been saying in this revolution, is attacking all the core members of the revolution, undermining all their efforts. And this is what he has been doing. The question you have to ask yourself is this: what is this agent pretending to fight for your free people? What has he been positively contributing in this revolution? His aim has been to attack the ACOC and any effort. Have you seen this guy attacking the enemy? Have you seen him putting out videos confronting like Cameroon? Have you seen him say anything contrary or contradicting like Cameroon's efforts in destroying our people? No. All his videos have been on our people. And one time you pretend to sprinkle one or two grains around it, it comes back. His core mission has been consistently attack the fabric of this revolution. These are agents that are hiding within plain sight. And these are the type of people that are hiding within the so-called Sokami. This is a product of the so-called Sokami. And the likes of, the secret. These are the people that have found that. I will call this Sokami as a very literal form of the blue and white army, who openly attested that the problem was to destroy the ACOC, but they failed. So they have moved into what they call the Sokami. And Sokami is even more lethal. I can say that the black and white army was purposely to attack the ACOC. Sokami is lethal because they are attacking the fabric of this revolution. And these are their agents. He carries our flag. He might even sing our anthem. But his purpose is to destroy the revolution from the fabric. That constructive message has come out of this guy's mouth. That's constructive. His role has been to consistently attack the fabric of the revolution. I really make videos about people in particular, but this one needs a little bit of attention. Just to expose the enemies that are hiding in plain sight in front of you. He is a Kondenge graduate, and since he came back, just like Bogala, they have been attacking the revolution from all fronts. We need to put it out there and let our people see who are the enemies hiding in plain sight. So this one, he tries to claim. Look at what the game he plays. This is a video that the DDC put out at the onset of the test run for the liberation tax. We were going after operations that were benefiting from our land, and our people were suffering. We used some test runs to see how we can extract resources from them in funding the war effort. Like I said, there is no war on earth that is fought without resources. None. War is resource. That's why even after the Second World War and First World War, countries went bankrupt because you need resources to fight the war. And I keep on asking Ambazonians, those who are attacking the liberation tax effort, what are they showing you as another alternative to raise funds faster, easier, where it is a collective effort? What are they showing you? Nothing. When they brought out the liberation, the citizenship, we also from the income contributed because it was a collective effort in freeing our people. We contributed, even though we never had a hold on the finances there. And because we fight to make sure anything that pushes the revolution forward, we are going to be there. Our purpose is to protect the integrity of the revolution. Anybody that is attacking the liberation tax, the question I will ask Ambazonians is this: what other alternatives do they have to galvanize funds better than the liberation tax? Do they have deep pockets to sponsor this war till it's over? Let them put out a better initiative that can support the funding of this war, that we own and control the outcome. I said the liberation tax is the magic bullet to our liberation. Put me anywhere. Challenge me on that. Call up a video platform or a panel. I'll be there. Let me play what he said. Let me play all and play. I'll just let the whole video run through.
You will tell una more. At the camp, we are not taxing the common Ambazonian out there to pay any tax. So if anybody come knocking on your door that you have to pay some kind of tax, it is not from us. We are looking at those big companies, foreign companies in Ambazonia. Then your question, you also said we arrested an Ambazonian or something. You quoted something like that. I've forgotten what you really quoted. But you were talking about the arrest we made concerning this taxation. This taxation was an arrest. Yeah. We did not arrest that guy like an individual, like a person or like something. We're targeting an institution, that company, that foreign company that is being represented in Ambazonia by him. And unfortunately, he's an Ambazonian, but we did not even care Ambazonian or what. We're looking at that is.
Greetings, ladies and gentlemen, my fellow Ambazonians. Naya barefoot soldier, this Sheikh Kaviwa Melim. Normally, nobody ever listen to anything where it come out from people. They not add anything to the struggle. I not ever listen to people like this guy. What's his name again? This guy, this nonsense name now again. This guy, so Fabiano Deco, they call it now. I not ever listen to it. I not ever any person when I have vexation to the spirit, I not listen to them. And it already shows these guys, they've been a people that way. They just want for scatter we, they just want for corrupt we, they want for put words and for places and way exist. And before the guy, I want for just advice before people they go out for show how stupid they be, how foolish they be for this modern world where internet they all over, but they only buy internet for their phone now for move words them out of scope, for move words them from out of place. They bring them for different space for make sure maybe they can think say those words them now for that space. This video when I see for I will make this video during the time with the Ambazonian Governing Council will institute liberation tax on companies. We will liberate the first tax we will ever institute them na tax on companies. So the liberation tax, this video is 3 years old. If this iguana be make a research, if we know see this video na 3 years old, and I reshare this video from my memories to Facebook. Then they just see I'm not just be ejaculated like a horse where you want to do something. Then just right out there, oh, Kavi, say the Kavi. Even one other woman we face the moms. He say they call it on Mama G or something like that. Say the creator of the ADF don't refuse tax, don't do this. Now all that the one for Siam. Cameroon, the tax, even women they do Bele inside Ambazonia. See this Moron them. They don't talk nothing. Cameroon don't even the tax way Ambazonians they don't pay for Cameroon for 40-something years today, or not 50-something years even. This Moron them, they never talk nothing. Taxation with no representation, taxation they need to see where they do taxation, but we don't implement a tax when a must. They don't beg people and become. This is a liberation tax to liberate us. Now you know to see the reason for liberation, but when the liberation go don't come, you can see the reason why you pay your tax and you go enjoy them. This liberation tax now a must, and all Ambazonians they get for pay. Whether you there for diaspora, $100. If you day back at home, 5,000 for woman, 10,000 for man picking, and I plead with all people them same they try for make sure so they put hands deep into their pocket for pay their liberation tax. Because now this liberation tax where it get we to where we'll be. The liberation tax on citizens in the internet is second year today, but this video is getting to 3 years old. Is getting to 3 years old now where I make this video where we'll be talk on liberation tax on company. We'll be arrest one worker for snake, where the worker they distribute bees, where the snake they don't pay a liberation tax. So that is what we're talking about here. But these spin stars them, the worker talk and spin them, they steady talk the mill, they say they talk some truth. Or they even happy they say they talk something where they expose na stupidity. You don't know, you know if you make research, you know if you not do nothing. The money where they give you where or the which way you sign up for before they release you from Konengi back to the street. You don't even support it for the street. This guy recorded and Fabiano waiting. They back to the street.
Okay. You look at listen to what Carried barefoot soldiers have said. So the question is this: what is his essence of trying to put out that message? What is the essence of trying to put out that information? What has this guy with all his videos been doing? Has he been collectively, has he been contributing to this revolution positively or undermining the integrity of this revolution? Those are agents that are hiding on plain sight. We see them. They don't. They come and they pretend. They put on the regalia. I've always been saying that you will see the enemy talking like you. There's a specific saying in English that not all skin folks are keen folks. Not all who call themselves Ambazonian move along with you are really for the liberation of Ambazonia. They are paid agents. We've seen them manifest in so many ways. The most lethal ones are the ones that pretend to talk as if, at one point in time, they exposed themselves. Point in case, we know the one that was amongst us, that we did a poor vetting and allowed him to come into us. Over time, he exposed himself and came out openly to attack the integrity. That's what caused the death of our fighters. To attack the integrity, he exposed the hiders of some of our fighters. And he thought he was too smart. We pulled him out. We extracted him. And he showed his real color. The guy said, so Kamil is extremely dangerous. I can say the blue and white army, their main aim was to elbow the egg of sea, but with very wrong policies on the ground in liberating Ambazonia. They ended up exposing themselves. Their problem was to elbow the egg of sea, smear the egg of sea. They themselves attested to it. Attack the leadership of the egg of sea, attack our person. But where did they end up? It dissolved, and some of them has reconstructed themselves to create the so-called Sokamit. Sokamit is dangerous than even the blue and white army because Sokamit attacks the revolution. They don't attack groups. I can vouch and fight and protect a member who was in the blue and white army, who has the mindset of the revolution, but was power hungry in trying to dominate the revolution to stand as, those who will be speaking for Ambazonian. But some of them never were against the revolution and defend that. So for me, it's blue and white 2.0, very deeper, reconstruct itself to attack the integrity of the revolution. They say it openly. I'll be very clear about my outing. The bite and blows of the Margaret and the rest, there are some that are jubilating within that same group. We saw an audio that was making rounds When someone was duplicating that locked up Dr. Yabachu, he is a top member of SOCAMIF. Talking about destroying, working with the enemy and the enemy forces to attack our fighters on the ground. Those are the type of elements that are within the SOCAMIF. There are others there that attack the Container Force Initiative that was trying to pull all the fighters together from various groups. They are within the SOCAMIF. It is a lethal enemy hiding in plain sight, pretending to fight for a revolution. But when you ask them, what is the outcome? What is the purpose? What results are they producing? If not confusion, tearing down of our leaders, and tearing the revolution from within. They should present any tangible result that has come out of them. I can say it. Blue and White Army, they were attacking a group within the movement, a movement within the revolution. SOCAMIF, its objective is to attack the revolution. They have been doing it sneakily, twisting the words of the AGOC leadership, cutting videos left and right, just like some of them cut my video, stating that I went out that we should take out. That was already a compromised fighter. They used him to slaughter 39 of our soldiers. And I still say it. I know, and I will repeat it again on air. Honor the leadership of Chacha, because after he's been manipulated, he had killed ADF fighters, buried some alive. I, as a coordinator of BOI, I rolled out the command then to puncture a threat within the revolution. I still stand on my words. I don't pull back. If that threat had been dealt with, we wouldn't have lost 39 able seasoned fighters in BOI. I saw it coming. But the members of the SOCAMIF and they use whatever audio I had there, cut it and put it in pieces. Put my face. This is my face. I have a lot of pictures out there. You can use as much as possible. Put all them out. I sacrificed my life and my everything for this revolution. Nothing, you can use anything to scare me. And try to think they can intimidate me. No. If they had dealt with that threat, they had already compromised me. The point is that at this onset, most of our fighters had the mindset of fighting to free our people. But manipulators, agents of the enemy, they utilize them, and because of the low level of understanding of what we're fighting for, turn them and weaponize them to fight against and kill their own bodies. We saw the result in BOI. That's why some of them have formed other groups that they belong to. And the fighters are standing by themselves as revolutionary fighters, not only the ADF, but they are collaborating and cooperating with the ADF. I tell on the desk, I say I double down as a communication spokesperson of the ADF. On my desk, I called SOCAMIF as an enemy of the revolution, specifically and strategically meant to attack the psyche of this revolution. They have been doing this sneakily to weaken their mind, discourage people from contributing to fight for our collective freedom. They were, I know a lot of them, from the history of the revolution, those gathered in that group. I know a lot of them. I know what they have done so far in this revolution. I know their efforts. I know the cuts that we've had in this revolution because of them. There's one of them in there that championed the destruction of the Container Force Initiative, where we are fighting to bring all the groups, the LC, so can they have everything, ADF together on one platform to garner resources and share it and fight. Some of us are sitting in that group. He led the charge in destroying that effort. Some of them are there in that group that attacked the AK project. Some of them are in that group that are happy and jubilating that Dr. Macho has been picked. Some of them are in that group that were happy that they raided some of our houses in the United States of America. The US is a house, it's a country with law. That's why I sit here and speak on behalf of my people. I am unwavering, unapologetic, uncompromising in fighting for the liberation of Ambazonia. I'll address the legal part of the attack or assault on Ambazonia on my second phase of this video. So you see them hiding in plain sight. And the worst thing is that by utilizing the lights and the traffic in raising funds to continue to feed themselves and continue to smear this revolution. They come and pretend that they are exposing things in the revolution with the intention of attacking the psyche of our people, to weaken them and weaken their resolve in continuing to contribute for this revolution, on the revolution. Those elements, I want to ask them. And I challenge Sokami that I'm talking about I'm attacking them squarely. Put out an initiative better than the liberation tax. Put out an initiative that we will very much, or if you have a deep pocket, because we are not mortgaging our liberation to foreign agents. If you have a deep pocket to sponsor this revolution, come on, put up a plan. We all will follow. If you have any other better opportunity where we can garner funds with less effort, with less stress, effortlessly than what we have put in place as a liberation tax. If you have any other project or alternative, bring it and sell it to Ambazonian people. We will look at it, and if it is good to help us collectively liberate ourselves, I will be the first person to stand and support. Don't bring copycats. Don't bring something similar to what we are already doing. Don't reinvent the wheel. Bring an alternatively, a different, totally different project that we can easily garner funds with less stress, less effort in taking out the terrorist cells in our territory, protecting our civilians, protecting our people, preventing the burning of our villages. When you have that project, come and sell it out to the Ambazonian people. I will use my platform to support the initiative and stand behind it. Till then, anybody that attacks the liberation tax effort without any alternative solution, you are a pure enemy of the Ambazonian liberation effort. Bring it out. We have said, as we call ourselves unapologetically, we are the vanguard of the Ambazonian revolution, the AGOC ADF. We say it unapologetically, and we will support any war effort in pushing out the enemy from our territory. If you have something better, if you have a better alternative, if the soccer MIV has a better alternative, or they have the finance available to free Ambazonians, bring it forward. I will be the first person to stop any other effort that we are putting on the ground to support our revolution, and I will go behind what you are presenting, or I will make sure that we organize the resources to liberate our land. Till then, F up. We see you. We see all what people are doing. There will be accountability in this revolution over time. You sit there, you manufacture audios. Some of you openly attest, put it out there, that than for the AGOC to liberate Ambazonia, they will fight tooth and nail to ensure that we stay under oppression. than for the egg of sea to liberate Ambazonian, you will not want to partake in being a part of Ambazonian. Some of you jubilate that the leader of the revolution is locked up in. Bring other alternative solutions. He is temporarily being kept out. What are you feeling in his shoes to do what he has been doing? Can you know if you said the leader of the egg of sea was talking at one way, it's not allowed. Are you charging forward in liberating us? Are you show us tangible results? We said from the egg of sea, any effort that is better than what we are presenting that will lead us faster to our liberation, we will stand by it. We don't care who brings it. As long as our independence will be fully independent, and we will control our independence and be a fully functional free state, we will support that effort. When you attack people out, bring your own solutions. Don't copycat it. We've seen it in several occasions. We started off with the AK project. The next thing was my trip to Boya. Where did it end? We started with the AK project. The next thing was the ANA, Amazon, the AK project, or what they call it, NAC or what. Where did it end? Copycat upon copycat every time, and the purpose is to mirror what we are doing, muddy the waters, and destroy it. We come up with liberation tax that is paying just a little bit. The power of numbers. We come up with that. We put it for ambassadors to seamless, easily contribute and see around free. People are using all sorts of schemes to attack it again. You see your enemies hiding in plain sight. The question I will ask ambassadors is this: when they come and attack our efforts, ask them, what do you have that is better than this? Show us. When you can come up with that, then we'll listen to you. They don't. They come up with parallel scheme that they don't even have a handle of it. Small, how to call it? Swindle money from Ambazonians, scam them and take the money away. Every time there's always been a parallel project that they run. When we come up with something that we can focus our attention on and free ourselves, they come up with a parallel project. That is how the enemy functions. To muddy the water, blur the atmosphere. We have said contributing to the liberation tax is a civic duty to Amazonia, a moral obligation. It's not a matter of like, or you are doing it because you feel like. No, it is a civic duty. Ambazonians, let's all do everything possible to contribute to the liberation tax. And I'm telling you, come back, they will come back next year and we'll do an evaluation and you see the steps we have made. You see, I'm telling you, we read the war effort, we read the outcome. And I'm telling Ambazonians openly, and I'm appealing, contribute to the liberation tax. We have seen the positive effect that it has brought in this liberation. We have seen the increase in firepower on our forces, not only the ADF forces, also nationalist forces. Like I said, it is the seed to our total and unconditional independence. Because through that effort, like I said, when the Republic is not if, when they pack their things and leave our land, the intention is to maintain that same effort on paying our liberation tax, probably increasing it twice then, and put in resources where we're going to start reconstruction by ourselves. We will do the reconstruction effort by ourselves. And that is a tool that we have presented. Let's say, around speed today, we tax ourselves 5 times what we have been putting out, and the best for us will be even 10 times, where everybody is registered and paying for a certain age. We'll be talking of racking billions upon billions of CFP that we use to turbocharge for reconstruction. We must own our liberation, and we must come up with tools to reconstruct. That the Liberation Fund project is the seed of the last phase of liberating Ambazonians. Everybody should pay their liberation tax. We marched north, south, east, west on the 22nd of September 2017 because we were tired. We were out. We are checked out from the abuses. This is where the rubber meets the road. Every one of us should contribute to liberation tax. Carry your liberation tax receipt or payment as a badge of honor. Every Ambazonian. It is not pleading. That is a civic duty. That's the only way you counter the enemy. And as we weigh the enemy out in our territory, we are converting some of the tools that they utilize in exploiting us and redirecting the funds and the efforts in reconstruction. The AGOC comes up with meaningful solutions, well thought out plan in freeing our land. I think one of these days I'll analyze the video that the VP of the AGOC, the video that he had, the outing he had with our legal firm, the members of our legal firm, to throw more context on that also. Ambazonians, we don't just come and talk from the AGOC because we just want to talk. Everything has been well thought out before we present it to Ambazonians. We don't come and say, oh, give me. No, we tell you what we are doing and why we need you to stand behind us and support the effort. That's how, and when we err, we come and tell you, the president has always been good. We come and tell you, oh, we are sorry. We did this, oh, take responsibility for this. That is what we call leadership. Leadership with commitment and responsibility. I want to touch on the second part of this video. Like I said, the battle is fought at this point in time at every front. Certain things do come out that we always want to make sure that we put our people's minds settled and we focus their efforts in our liberation and helping them to redouble their efforts for us to fight liberating our people. Tell Ambazonians, the second part of this video, you people will also, I want to share something that has been making rounds also. I need to always talk about these things. It's very important. Recently, we have seen one of the paid agents. I want to throw more light on this dude. He is desperately working for the oppressor within the United States of America. And he is reaching. We have seen something circulating. Let me pull it up. We've seen something circulating. You know, we always have to confront these things because we oh, let me pull it up. Where is that? Okay, I've seen it. Yeah. Recently, we have seen this text circulating on some social media platforms of this low-key, slow boss young man. Unfortunately, I would say that his dad comes from the warriors on Saul. It's a rejected element from the Saul tribe. This guy, they call him Salai. He is resident in the United States of America. The name Salai, let me first tell Ambazonians, the name Salai, it means that in my dialect, a lost case, Mark put up a balance, long lost case. Just the name itself can tell you what he is. Or lying sa. Somebody that has already lost a case. That's the meaning of his name. And then the worst thing is that he goes and forms a law firm. This gentleman, this young man, he comes from a crime syndicate. His dad is one of those rejected elements. Probably, I don't know, I can say it is ugly nation. So unfortunately, we say that, but that's the truth. The rejected elements on soft land. His dad has functioned in this oppressive regime. At one point in time, I think as ambassador or one time minister of transport or what, one of those things. His dad has been an agent that has been, you know, the collaborators in our operation amongst us, the Yolon robbers, those who have been sustaining the umbilical cord that has been sucking the blood of Ambazonian. Unfortunately, I will call him, then some people reject this type of element among them. This guy called Salai, his father is married to a Wonder Woman. I think the daily has something to do with the presidency, the so-called tech regime of the Cameroon. It has something to do with that clan, that cult. That's the mother. He is a Betty Blue or a Wonder Woman. In Salai, when you hear him, he hides his name and you think he's from the Kafila. No. He is the type of a person, that himself was the person who was controlled and contained by the wife. So he acted as an agent in maintaining the oppression of Ambazonia. In how to call it, the sustenance of the umbilical cord that was sucking blood from our territory. His dad is of late. His dad hails from one part of the land they call the Sukwa axis. But his mom and the child himself, his son, Salai, he has allegiance and he has pledged his allegiance to the Ewondo, the Cameroon Petit Blue tribe. Now, you see this recently, this thing was making this note that he put out. He's claiming to request the enforcement of neutral administration individual policies. He said request for them to against the Ambazonian separatists. Now he puts this thing out. Tell Ambazonians, the timing when this thing came out, this was when we have pushed, our legal team has come out openly within the United States of America to fight for Ambazonian cause. What did the enemy do? They pushed their illegal foreign agent, because this guy comes from how do you call it, a crime syndicate family. They pushed their illegal foreign agent, who is resident in America, and he is already committing a crime because he is an illegal agent. A foreign asset in a country, the United States of America, that has not registered as a foreign agent is committing a crime because he's an asset to a nation that is supposed to register within the United States. They call it a foreign agent. He's supposed to register within the foreign agent agency, foreign agency, to show what he is doing. He is supposed to register there before even operating the way he has been operating in the United States of America. So by not even registering as a foreign agent, he is committing a crime in the US. You know, he sequenced this list. He's calling upon the Trump administration, unfortunately for him, to repatriate Ambazonians, just like those who fight for Ukraine. There are Ukrainians in the United States who have galvanized funds and efforts in fighting to support the Ukrainians. Just as you have Israelites in the United States of America fighting to support their nation. So, according to him, we Ambazonians fighting to protect genocide from happening to our people, that the Trump administration should speak up. He listed a couple of names. This is the name. These are the names. And they should pick them up and send them to the Cameroon. That's the list. This is a list of the names that he put out. This is what is circulating in some social media spaces. Let me be clear about these Ambazonians. The timing that he sent out this crap bullshit is after he sees that the Ambazonian Governing Council is making inroads into holding Liberia Cameroon accountable for the genocide that been perpetrated in our land. Now, what happens? Liberia Cameroon using him as a foreign asset, and he is not registered as a foreign asset in the United States of America. They used him to push this crap out. Does Sincerely want to tell us that he knows more about Ambazonia than the United States administration? He picks the wrong administration, because this same administration is the one that went so hard on the Cameroon government. It is the Trump government, this era, that pulled out the Cameroon from AGOA. It is the Trump era that ended the Cameroon military cooperation with America, that ended American military cooperation with Cameroon. It is this era. Why? Because of the excessive abuse, human rights, and the abuse of Ambazonians in our territory. It's the same Trump administration that stopped the Cameroon from using weapons meant for Boko Haram to be used in Ambazonia. He thinks he can lecture the United States on foreign affairs or what has happened in the foreign domain. Why this time? Because the Cameroon agents, they are scared of this administration. The hit that they faced during the Trump administration made them to panic, because Trump was prepared already, specifically to start targeting individuals within that government. Now, they pressed their illegal foreign agent or foreign asset to try to intimidate Ambazonians by putting out this bullshit. Look, this guy called Salai, I will say this. He went, they used him the first time. I know the Cameroon used him the first time to go after our, able comrades, Comrade Tapa Ivo, Dr. Tapa Ivo. They used him because Tapa was very surgical and lethal. Dr. Tapan was very surgical and literal in attacking the Republic of Cameroon, exposing them. He had a very strong voice. He used him to attack Tapan. Dr. Tapan. Tapan defeated the Zaire and the Republic of Cameroon government in the court of America. And they held them liable to pay fines to Dr. Tapan. If you look at this list that is circulating, technically, he is scared because of the beating that Tapan gave him. He is scared. Dr. Tapan's name is not on that list. His name is not on that list. The bruises that Tapan gave him and that going to Cameroon, he has not even recovered from that. Now he picks another angle to try to intimidate other Ambazonians, thinking that we're going to be scared. Young man, we have had the US government has visited Ambazonian Governing Council members, and they have had very fruitful discussions with them. I myself counted. We have had very educative discussions with the United States government. And like I said, let me go back. Dr. Tapan's name is not on this list. If I am not mistaken, his name is not on this list. And may I ask why? Because of the beating that they gave him. And he was held to pay liabilities to Dr. Tapan. Tapan took upon him and Ambazonian took upon him and the terrorist government, defeated them in the United States courts. Now they're pushing from another angle because of the pressure that the AGOC is putting on the Republic of Cameroon, because of the legal firm that we have hired, and the pressure that are mounting on the Republic of Cameroon. They think they can play this scaremongering tactics to frighten us. We have given our all for the liberation of Ambazonia. We will not be scared or bullied. So this young agent, a foreign asset, illegally operating, he is illegally operating as a foreign asset in the Republic of Cameroon in the United States. That is already a crime because he's not a registered foreign asset. He is supposed to be registered as a foreign asset. He has not done that. He is already committing a crime in the United States of America by vouching and fighting for Republic of Cameroon. Secondly, this young man, his sister, he comes from a crime syndicate. His sister scammed the US government millions of dollars. She is in jail now. That is the family that this guy comes from. His sister is in jail in Salai Rose. They stole money. They embezzled money from the United States government. He is not fighting to save his sister from jail. But our enemy is sending him behind those who are fighting to prevent genocide in Ambazonia. Ambazonians, the battle that we fight is a battle that will raise your head up high. Take the bullet and be ready to die for it because it's a just cause. Just like Ukrainians are fighting for their liberation, or they're fighting for the war, the war that's going between Russia and Ukraine. Ukrainians galvanize form groups and all sorts of efforts in the United States of America. Ambazonians are doing the same to prevent genocide in our land. Don't be scared. Stand tall and high to prevent genocide from happening in our land. He is an illegal foreign asset to the Cameroon, and he has not registered as an illegal foreign asset, as a foreign asset to the Cameroon. He is also committing a crime in the United States of America. He's a foreign asset. You are supposed to be registered. He is not. So he's even committing a crime. His sister is a thief, an embezzler, the same blood that runs through his dad and his family. They have brought them, imported it, that exported it to the United States of America. He comes from a crime syndicate. His sister is languishing in jail in the United States of America for theft. Tell Ambazonians. Let me want it very clear. You know, let me want it very clear. You've heard comrades like Mangan, the AGOC will fight for every Ambazonian that has the heart for our liberation. Some Ambazonians that have been locked up in jail in the United States of America, it's not because of the revolution. They might have oversight, they had an oversight in what they were in their activities to free Ambazonia. The United States of America has laws. I'm very clear about it. I was visited because someone hinted them. I believe it's still from this Nikon. They hinted that they thought I was breaking laws in the United States of America. America has laws. Some of our comrades, they overstepped on the United States laws. That's why they are in jail. Not because of the Ambazonian cause. They overstepped the laws and then they committed, by overstepping laws to help to free our people, they committed crimes against the United States of America. We are not supposed to ship even a bullet out of the United States of America. It is a crime because we are not arms manufacturers, we don't have a license to do that. Some of our colleagues that are in jail is because of that. They breached that law, and that's why they locked them up. Nothing else. It's not because we are fighting to protect our people. It's because they breached the laws of the states. The AGOC has been very, very studious of the laws in the various lands that we live in. We ensure that we work within the confines of the laws of the land that we live in, and at the same time, fight to protect our people and fight for liberation. You know, so when you see this shake-up, why are they doing this now? Because they are scared of the move that the AGOC has taken. We are within the corridors of power in the United States of America to make our case known. On the second Trump 2.0 administration that was coming so hard on the Republic of Cameroon. That's why they had to whip their attack dog to shaking us and throw some psychological, shakedown on us. Let me be clear. The U.S. government officials, they visit some of the Ambazonian, the AGOC members in their houses, me included. We had some very constructive discussions with them. We educated some of them. So they already know much about what is happening in Amazonia. You might think you are going to lecture the US of America on what is happening to our territory. No. They know to the very least topic of what's going on our land. They have a better handle of our history. Then you see an over pumped up gangster of a crime syndicate whose sister is languishing in jail because she embezzled taxpayers' money in the United States of America. Being pushed by his foreign asset to do a shakedown on Ambazonians. Look, there are groups within the revolution. Then we have had an internal wrangling. But the AGOC will stand and fight tooth and nail to uphold the integrity of this revolution, even if it means protecting those that were fighting within us. But still, we are eye on our independence. The AGOC will start to fight to protect the integrity of the revolution. If it requires us protecting them, we'll do that. So this crap that this young one put out there, and they circulated in some of their other foreign agents, like I told you, there are people in this revolution that you hear them talking about our cases. They'll come and they'll throw one small corn, you think that they are for us. No, when you look at the general bigger picture against us, the so-called She's the one that was trying to spread the spread of this document out there. But people think she's fighting for you. Sorry. It's one of those enemies that are hiding in plain sight. We have to call them, put the people up to see them. The meaningful is there are enemies hiding in plain sight. Like the other one that I showed was trying to cut and twist this is a video, 3 years old video. Those are enemies hiding in plain sight. This other foreign agent is illegal because he has to register himself as a foreign asset for Cameroon. And they have rules and regulations to operate in that light. He has not done that. He's already committing a crime in the States. He comes from a criminal syndicate in Salai. His mom is a Betty Bulu. That's why you see him going hard. He's more of the Betty Bulu extraction. The sister, a criminal, locked up. She embezzled money, took the embezzlement spirit from the Republic of America, exported it to the United States of America. And that's the consequence that she pays. This criminal, not even registered as a foreign asset for the Republic of Cameroon. He thinks he can do a shakedown. The money he collects doesn't declare it from the Republic of Cameroon, doesn't declare it. That's a crime also in the States. We'll go down that path. I will make sure that the United States government also understand and will visit them on this foreign asset, illegal foreign asset, operating within the soil. Doesn't declare how much it takes from the Republican government. They don't declare his mission. They're using it to go around and do a shakedown on us. We are fighting unapologetically for the liberation of our people. We are not scared. They create some false alarm, fictitious information, and send the United States government. None of the AGOC members have gone to jail. None. Including us. People who went on tried to assault Dr. Tapan Ibo. Tapan beat him in court. And they paid him damages. That's why in this list, his name is not even there. Because he's still suffering with the bruises that they gave him. Now they are scavenging and figuring out because of a diplomatic push that we are putting on the levels of power in the state. Then they send him after they saw what we have done in the AGOC to do a shakedown on us. Young man, that your legs, you will swallow your legs. You go into your own mouth. Continue. Don't be moved. We know some of these things that they do. We have to put context to it for Amazonians to understand. And our people not to be worried. Stay the course. He lines up our names and put it. You think we are scared? We've had fruitful discussion. The AGOC sees that we visited. We have had fruitful discussion with the law enforcement agents in the United States of America. And we gave them a better understanding of what we are doing. So is it the one to come and lecture the Trump administration? The same administration that has been putting their feet in the board of the Republic of Cameroon in his first term. Is he even declaring the money that the Republic of Cameroon is giving him? That is crime. Is he registered as a foreign asset? That's also a crime. Look, Ukrainians support their country and their cause. The Israelis support their country and their cause. Ambazonians are supporting the prevention of genocide in our territory and our cause. We are empowered. And we work within the confines of the laws of the rest of America. Use your resource and your time to figure out how you can call a slack, call a deal, so that the United States can give your sister some clemency and take her out of jail. As you continue to pursue us, you will find yourself in that war, in those wars. You are from a crime syndicate. You're already committing a crime. Your mother is wrapped up in that blood-sucking government. Your mother is wrapped up in that blood-sucking government. You hail from a crime syndicate. Is that right? You hail from a crime syndicate. You are a criminal. You are committing a crime in the state. Next to America, because you're not being registered as a foreign asset. So, like Cameroon, you don't declare your finances that they give you. That's a crime. Your sister embezzled and stole money from taxpayers in the United States of America. She's facing jail time. Your mother is wrapped up in that criminal gang in the Betty Blue blood-sucking court in Cameroon. That's why I say I declare people are from a crime syndicate. Your name depicts what you are, a loser. Your father is a reject from the sort of people. That's what this means. He did that because they are panicking. They are worried about what the agency is up to this time. And let me still educate you on something. If you think you know more about Ambazonia than Americans, the American government, this happened during the Trump era. If you don't know,
Anglophone activists declared independence of a federal republic of Ambazonia in 2017, which had led to a heavy-handed response by the military. Security forces have reportedly burned down villages, arrested and killed protesters in Anglophone areas, though it is also must be noted that French-speaking teachers have been targeted by English-speaking separatists. As Congress, we need to address whether we can continue to cooperate with Cameroon's security forces given the reported abuses, and if so, how? As the International Crisis Group, which we have one witness from that group today, has emphasized, the Cameroonian government's use of military against the English-speaking citizens has clearly exacerbated the situation. Indeed, our U.S. ambassador to Cameroon has criticized Cameroon's actions and expresses concerns about the government's use of disproportionate force. The Anglophone crisis casts a shadow upon the upcoming presidential elections. Credibility of the election slated for October is already under question as the government has yet to make serious preparations. It is assumed that strongman Paul Biya will run for re-election, but given his age and frequent absences abroad, it is uncertain who will succeed him eventually.
this is what happened during the first Trump era. This is when Trump was making inquiries to hold Republicans accountable. So he thinks he knows. He will tell the U.S. government what they don't know. This is a subcommittee hearing during the Trump era, 6 years ago. This is it. And he thinks he knows more than the United States of America to put that crap out. Guys, go and watch this video. I don't have time to put it there. Maybe we'll run a piece of this video on the ACM team. Let me play it again.
There are also growing humanitarian concerns attributable to the Anglophone crisis. An estimated 160,000 people have been displaced within Cameroon, and over 21,000 Cameroonians have fled to neighboring Nigeria as refugees. The continued malign presence of Boko Haram in northeastern Cameroon, attacking people in both Cameroon and in Nigeria, is a further complication which has led to an estimated 96,000 Nigerians fleeing the other way to Cameroon. Congress must then also weigh the need to assist Cameroon in the fight against Boko Haram. Given all the spillover factors, we can also see the failure to solve the Anglophone crisis is not purely a domestic affair, but a regional one which implicates U.S. security interests.
It implicates U.S. security interests. When you go further to research on what was happening during the Trump era, as far as this our revolution is concerned, you will see that what they talk of talks between Cameroon and Ambazonian without pre-condition. So I think that the United States of America doesn't know about the Canadian talk. There were handlers from the States behind the Canadian talk. Does he think that the United States government will listen to him? And they don't know how to get what is right and what is wrong. We live in a land of law. You don't go and you write the crap and put it out. They know more than you. They know what you are doing and who you represent. Ambazonians, I just come to put context onto this whole thing so that you should not be worried. You get me? You should not be worried about the low-key, low-life approach or attack in confronting the revolution. Don't be worried. Like I said, we'll continue to put context as we move forward. We are making progress in quarters that people don't know. I, for one, there are a lot of things happening in this revolution at the diplomatic front that it is on a need-to-know basis. We are making strides. Ambazonians, all we request of you is commit the liberation task. Commit to it. When you meet your enemy on a table, gun to gun, you can speak on an equal level. This war is ruled by power. We changed the total course and dynamics of the revolution. We fought these people with paper, beg, cry, did everything for people more than 50 years. Nothing happened. We changed the dynamics because we started marching like we can power to power, method by method. We challenged them with guns. We are empowering them. And all I request from Ambazonians is this: contribute to the liberation tax. Put your all in the liberation tax. That is the magic bullet that will bring this whole thing to a halt. I tell you this because we measure the temperature of what's going on in the field. We can tell you that last year was a good success. We made with tremendous success because of the field that contributed to liberation tax. Redouble your effort, talk to your neighbors, let's all do our best. Figure out the real nationalist fighters, you know them. Put resources in their hands. We will curb the crimes in our territory because we go after rogue groups who want to take advantage of this revolution. We've done that. We have a history, a track history of doing that on the age of 6 months. We'll go after rogue groups and we will take them out. You know the legitimate groups that are fighting for liberation. Figure yourself, find them, identify themselves, identify those groups. Pay your liberation tax with pride. Carry your receipt with the badge of honor. That is your own building block in the reconstruction of Ambazonia. It starts. with beating them out, and then we later on move to the control piece. It don't take us too much. 10,000 for men, 5,000 CFP for women. I think the math. 100,000 of us putting that money from ground zero and out from the diaspora. $100. All of us, the $100 to 2025. 100,000 men putting amount is 1 billion per territory. 100,000 men putting 5,000, we're talking about 500 million here. That is enough to push these people out of our land. Cross all the terrorist cells out. Take out the barracks. We are capable of doing that. We don't need to go anywhere. I've just done a simple math. It's a matter of commitment. We don't need to go anywhere to raise funds. That's why I'm saying that anybody that's attacking the effort of the liberation tax, you are a problem. You are a direct problem to this revolution. You are confronting us. You are maintaining the vote on our necks. If you have any other better solution, bring it on. Let's talk about it. But till then, this is the market to free Amazonia. We're not talking about free Amazonia. We're talking about reconstruction of Amazonia. We will do it by ourselves. We don't need to go out and get people. We have put the market. There was a time that we were talking about, oh, can we not work with some people to give us help? Oh, can we not work with some people to give us? No, we have the money. We can do it by ourselves. I've done the math over and over in front of Ambazonian, and I've told you that that is enough. If everybody can commit and contribute, just your own people care. That's for $100. One time bill, one time for the whole year. Ground zero, 10,000 CFP once. You carry a receipt with pride. Women, 5,000. Businesses, they have their own taxes that they pay. Man, most best solution is better than what we have done. We fight with pride. We can do it. What that solution is there to present? We are giving you multiple solutions to free our land. We can do this. We need the commitment of the people. That's why the television tax the most. That is the magic bullet to free Ambazonia. We've been crying all the time. Oh, one who is going to go with a chunk of money or bomb weapon? No. We have no excuse in this generation not to free Ambazonia. None of us. It is facing us. We have no excuse to give. We don't have any excuse. A slave that does not rebel deserves no pity. Our future generation will not find this form. If we don't do it now, the resources are within us. We have it. Knowing someone come with 20 million and dump it or $20 million, no. It becomes fine. And all of us putting your own building block in our liberation. 10,000 CFP is not something. 5,000 to women. You do your entire bunch of honor. Put it in the hands of the real nationalist fighters and the AGOPs, the ADF, and the nationalist fighters. Put it in their hands. They will kill down criminality. They will flush out all terrorist mentality. And they'll go after barracks this time around. Don't talk about small checkpoints. Barracks. Because that will be enough resources to harness. We cannot go anywhere to ask for money. Ambazonian, we don't go anywhere to ask for money to free ourselves. We have it. The power of numbers can free us all. If even part of us can contribute, that money will be enough to free us and start the construction effort. Building bridges, building our own schools, having our own schools. We don't need to go anywhere. We have the resource in us to free our land. We have it. There's no excuse that this television will give. We've done the map. The AGOC has come with the policy and the calculation. We've done the map to free Amazonia. We put it in front of you. It's there for you. Stand and look at the mirror and ask yourself, what am I doing? We came out on the 22nd of September 2017. We carried peaceful. North, south, east, west, center, Amazonia. We marched across the territory. We marched in the diaspora. We walked naked in streets abroad. We were tacklements even abroad. Nobody listened. They hear us now because we march our enemy method by method. They hear us now because we are able to challenge and confront our enemies. They hear us now because the enemy forces are running away. They hear us now because the enemy forces are removing their uniforms and running away. A lot of them are stuck in Dubai. Some of them have even come through the Mexico road, pretending that they are running away from the crisis from our territory. Those are the enemy forces. Because we didn't. The enemy respects you when you come with the same strength, the same power. They fear Ambazonian because we meet them on the battlefield with the same weapons that they carry. They fear Ambazonian because we stop them on their tracks from burning our villages. They didn't stop to burn our villages because they just had pity on us. We stopped them. We stopped them. Ambazonians stopped them with our IEDs. That is why they don't come to our villages to burn our villages. The liberation tax is the final bullet to nail the enemy in our land. Anybody that stands on the path of the liberation tax is like the enemy, like the devil that walks in the night and all of a sudden there's sunlight in front of him. Challenge the enemy and confront oppression by contributing to the liberation tax. It takes nothing. Don't only pay for yourself. Show pride by paying even to your family members, the small ones to come, the young ones that are in your houses. They are not obliged to pay, but you can pay to show that you are paying for their future generation. You can pay to show you are paying for their future. Do it with pride. When you pay yours, look at your child, look at your son, look at your daughter, and tell them that this, my children, I'm paying for yours because it's your freedom that we're all fighting for. Do it with pride. Don't do it because you want to show off. Do it as a moral duty, a civic duty in the field of Ambazonia. We cannot continue to live like this. And let me say this very clearly to the Trump administration. 80% of Ambazonians who have been given residency or citizenship in their country, you have issues with immigration. We are ready to go back home. As long as God helps us to free our land, we won't leave. We want to deal with America from the perspective of business, studies, bilateral interaction. We have not pitched that. We have not pitched camp in the next America or the Western world because we like it. It's Amazonians. 80% of us want to go back home. We don't want to leave the cold lands. Whatever effort we're making is to free our land and go back home. And if America becomes one of the sole investors in our liberation, we will not forget our friends. When we are smiling, we'll be able to deal with America from a perspective of win-win. We want to cooperate with them on the bilateral front. We don't run our homes because we hate our home. It's because our land has been under siege for the past over 60 years. We fight because we are preventing the immigration of people out of our land. We fight because we want to go back home. And if this administration can redouble its effort as it started for ambassadors to be free, we don't want to do anything backdoor. If they are calling for dialogue without preconditions, we'll go down to the root cause of what is causing the problem in that land. And we'll go from there to resolve it. That is what Liberia Cameroon, the most fear. They fear the most for the year of root cause of this issue. They don't want to hear about that. Because when we go to the root cause of what's happening in Amazonia, we have no legitimacy of our land. We have no legitimacy of our land. That's what they scare the most. If America can bring the two parties, let's talk without preconditions and face the root cause of this problem. There was a time that we went to Russia, thinking that they could get better support from Russia, and the Russian government, foreign ministry, asked them, let's look at this problem from the root cause of it. What is the root cause of this problem? They talked their tails and left. Coming to America, Karim Val and her team has been saying that we have to discuss without any preconditions. Like go to Cameroon and Ambazonia. Without any preconditions. Ambazonians are ready to have that discussion. They will find out who owns Ambazonia and whether the Cameroon has any legitimacy in our land. That has been the stance of the former Trump government. Without any precondition, talks without any preconditions. We are ready to have that conversation. I will ask the Cameroon, what legitimacy do we have, or what claim do we have for Amazonia? That's what they are scared. They don't want to have to sit and hear that conversation. We are ready to have that conversation with them. You don't only end with them leaving our land, but paying reparation for the theft, the murders that are committing our land. Where is going on that part? And those agents that continue to stifle our independence, both within the Cameroon government, part of us, and the ones that hide on plain sight, there will be a day of reckoning. Not only on you, but also on your generation to come. And we say this because the ones that can talk to their own people, who are maintaining our oppression, and they are not doing that, they are an accomplice to the oppression of Amazonia. The US know more about our case. Don't start lying. That you are stunned, that you put from your name, it's a lie. The lost case. A crime syndicate family, mad with theft, distortion. The mom is in that cabal, blood-spring cabal in the Petit Blue clan. That's where you hear from. Work harder. We put our names. Some of us already had discussion with the US law enforcement. Very fruitful discussion. We don't break the laws. The AGOC in particular. We master what we do. What you see happening in Norway is the handiwork of the French. But the Norwegian and the French, they have no legitimacy in their dungeon. They expose themselves for who they are. Then Norway stand nowhere to talk about human rights. There's no way in any form, any category, stand anywhere to talk about human rights or freedom. Because they are the perpetrators of genocide. They support oppression. They support that is the synonym of Norway. Supporters of oppression, perpetration of genocide. That's what we know them. That's how it will go down in our history books. You illegally detain our leader without cause. You keep him there. You try to fabricate whatever you fabricate. It's not going to hold. It's not going to stick. In the dark at any point, it's not going to stick. You're ready to go down and fight. Look, anywhere. The leader told us we're going to fight this battle. We're going to talk everywhere. He also meant in waters, in seas, everywhere. He's doing the fighting for Ambazonia in the hills of Norway. And we'll break free. We'll break it free. Those in the so-called supermid who were jubilating. It shows what you stand for and who you are. Ambazonians, we have to always put context to things that we see out there. And don't be worried. Carry your flag with a badge of honor. Pay your liberation tax with pride. That is the magic bullet. That's why they are coming for it. They have no solution to stop that. Do it with pride. Those men who are paying, even to and look at your child, it's not obligated that you are paying, that the children should pay. Look at them and say, I'm also paying my own, I'm also paying your own tax. We have future. You know the groups that are functioning effectively. Put your liberation tax in their hands. They will walk the train around and will be flushing out the tenant boys and also the rogue elements from within us. You know how to report the channels to report rogue groups. Our forces will make sure that it's extracted. It's one of the most purest revolution where we fight the enemy and fight also to maintain order from within. Ambazonians, we shall overcome. Rush and pay your liberation tax. Pay with pride. Pay as a civic duty. We've done the math together. And that is the magic bullet to fill our land and start the construction. It is a civic duty to us all. We all shall overcome. That is your own building block. Tomorrow, you will use it and hang it in your rooms, in your houses, in Amazonian stream. Telling your great-grandchildren, your children, that this is my own block in the freedom of Ambazonia and the constitution of Ambazonia. God bless us all. Thank you. Pay the cost, rush, and let's pay our revision tax. And we will see the wonders of the tax that we all are paying, and we'll see how our land is being released from the grip of the enemy. Those who are confronting the liberation tax, you are a bona fide enemy of Ambazonia. Thank you. Stay blessed. Stay confident. We all shall overcome.